Hey, what's going on? Today, as you can see, we're at the Petty Trailblazers Club here in Petticodiac, New Brunswick. And we're not going to go far today, up into the mountains a wee bit, and we're going to take a run over to Elgin, see what's going on over there. So we should have a good time. Join us, come along. Oh, my windshield's fogging up a wee bit, and we're getting ready to leave the Petticodiac Trailblazers Clubhouse. I've got my tablet set with the Quad NB app, and we're just going to track our route, and hopefully I can record the trails that we take today. Okay, here we go. We're turning off the street and we're going to hit the trail right here. This is trail 3301. This is a road we're going to cross here. Let's have a look and see if there's anything coming. Oh, we're good. This is my first time running the Petticodiac trails. I'm not exactly sure, but I think this might be an old railroad bed. It's fairly flat. The turns are long, and mostly it's fairly straight. We're going down a bit of a hill here, and just up ahead on the left, that is the Oxbow Shelter, property of the Petty Trailblazers. Nice little place. Memory of Gary Robb. At this intersection here, 3301 continues on straight ahead. We're going to turn left here and take 3305. And there's a bridge here. This must be the Petticodiac River. It's a one-lane bridge. Oh, here comes a vehicle from the other side. I'll just wait here. Okay, it's our turn. And once we cross the left, I see a sign here. We're going to turn left in here. Okay. We're going to take a side trip here into a little trail. It's not very well used, I guess. But looks like fun. Little bit of mud, but I think if that Armax in front of us, I think if he can do it, I can do it too. It's really quite narrow coming through here, but this is a nice little trail. It's not a part of the managed trail system, but it is it is a pretty nice little trail. Oh, there's one big rock there. We're not going to go over that. Oh, one wheel off the ground. Okay. Let's do it. Piece of cake. And a little mud puddle here we go through. a bit of a mud hole we just went through. It's in four-wheel drive right now and low range. We don't know what we're going to get coming through these holes here. This one's pretty deep. There. Oh, we're going along here and we see there's an ATV coming. Maybe he's out sporting around, look for a hunting place. I think deer season starts tomorrow. We're back onto another little side trail here. It's not too bad. Oh dear, looks like we got a tree up ahead. Neither one of us brought our saws with us today. This is not too bad, we can get around that all right. I can see some mud coming up here. Stay out of that rock. A little bit of mud here too. Oh, there's a hole. Wow. Scott said there was going to be some fun today. And what's he going to do here? Okay. I'm going to lock the front end in this one. Okay, here we go. That was fun. And another water hole. That one's nothing. There we go. If that R-Max can do it, the T-Rex can too. For all you R-Max lovers. I'm not exactly sure where we are right now. There's a detour, an old bridge here. Looks like it's being worked on. I've no idea what this community might be called. We're coming through a grove of maple trees, and all along here you can see the maple syrup lines. The maple syrup producer taps all these trees in the spring, and all the sap runs into these lines and down, all downhill to the sugar camps. Kind of picturesque coming through here. The leaves have lost all their bright colors. You probably can't see it from here, but way up there in the hill, there's the wind turbine farm. And over here, more to the right, that's Sweet Mountain. And we're going to go right over top of that mountain over there. This is a pretty nice area coming through here. There's been some logging here recently. There's still some huge, great big pine trees in here. Looks like they're taking the hardwoods out, leaving the pines. It's not being clear cut. It's obviously it's selective harvesting, which is good. The size of these pine trees. We're going down pretty steep grade here. Well, there's a sign right here. A bit of a switchback. Looks like 180 degrees. Okay. Yeah. Whenever I go out with Scott, you know I'm going to get my money's worth. Oh, he knows where to go. And I see a stop sign up ahead here. We're on one of the snowmobile trails. Not sure exactly which one. And we're going to go right into the left here. Snowmobile 878. There's somebody's cabin here. Must be a warming shelter. Yeah, this is the Sweet Mountain Shelter. It's a snowmobile shelter. Don't be mean, keep it clean. There you go. There we had a pretty good stop, a rest here at the Sweet Mountain Shelter. We're up at the top of the Sweet Mountain now. It's just a bunch of hardwoods up here. A little bit tight coming down through here. As we ride along this trail here, I just take a minute just to say thank you to everybody who watches my videos, especially those who subscribe to my channel. I know it takes a lot of time. Well, what I'm doing is asking for your time, basically, to share my adventures with me. And I know how difficult it is at times to get the free time to sit down and watch a video like this. But if you do, and if you're a first-time viewer of my channel, please consider subscribing. Yeah, I don't do a lot of the heavy mud puddles and getting stuck and ripping and roaring. Basically, it's pretty calm for me. Oh, I'm gonna throw it in four-wheel drive here. I like putting it in four-wheel drive, going up these hills. That way you're not spinning and tearing up the trails and digging ruts. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a house down there. Just sneak through there quietly with four-wheel drive, low range. Yeah, we're going up a pretty good hill right now. And now we're going downhill again. You can see the kind of hills we've got around here. Way up in that direction there's a big high hill. So it's very hilly country. And we are somewhere between Petticodiac and Elgin. I have no idea where. In the woods. Looks like a bit of a mud puddle here. I'm just going to put it in four-wheel drive, put it in low range. Little bridge there, but looks kind of seedy. That was another little fun spot. Well, there's a big tree down. I guess we can get by it all right. Yeah, there's a little bit of a puddle here. There's one big hill in front of us. We're going to be going up a pretty steep hill here, and there's going to be a lot of washouts. There's one right here. So I got it in low range, and I got the four-wheel drive turned on. Pretty deep ruts there. Yeah, we're still going up that steep hill, but it doesn't seem to have any more of those washouts. Right now we're riding on the Dobson Trail. You see these blue markers in the trees. It's a hiking trail as well. We've been on the Dobson Trail before. What a beautiful place it would be to hike through it. A little bit of a water hole here. Nothing serious. Another one. A bit of a rocky hill coming down here. A little bridge. Little bridge has got quite of a sag in the middle. Here's one of the snowmobile shelters up on the trails. It's Dawn's Diner. Well, let's go inside and have a quick look. Here's a map on the wall. It looks like covering Elbert County. We are up in this area right around here now. And there's Petticodiac over here. And down here's Elgin. So we're going to start making our way back up through here now, back to Petty shortly. Here's the inside of the shelter. Looks like a nice, neat place. There's the wood pile right over there in that door. Sign in the wall says Don's Diner. And of course, without volunteers, there'd be nothing. Special thanks to Barry Baxter and crew. Great, nice place. Another sign here. Don's Diner, in memory of Don McCabe. And we're on our way again. That was a pretty nice little shelter there. The boys and girls keep it clean. Now we're heading out to Elgin. Oh, look at this. This is the sawdust pile he was talking about. There was a mill here well over 100 years ago. So this sawdust pile is at least 100 years old. And it must be fairly deep because there's no vegetation on top of it. Just sawdust. And we're leaving Don's Diner, heading back out this way. We're getting pretty close to the wind turbines. This one's not running today. That's about as close as we're going to get to one of these wind turbines. Monstrous looking thing up in the sky. There's another view of the towers, one right here, and way off in the distance you can see a couple up there. There's a crane up there working on one of them. I don't know if we'll be able to see that far, but there's you can see that crane working on one of them. There's a pretty good bit of trail here. This trail is cut right out of the middle of the mountain, and it's straight down on the right hand side. And on the left hand side it's right up there. We are going down some steep hills right now. I put it in low range and just idle down here. Here we are up on top of Hayward Pinnacle, somewhere in Elgin County. And we're up in the air with the drone. We're just panning around here. This is the kind of a view you get from the top of the pinnacle. You can see all around. It's so far away. There's some spots you can see parts of Moncton. It's really quite a view from up here. And we're lucky today there's no wind to blow this little drone around. So we're having a break up the top of this this pinnacle, Hayward Pinnacle, and I think we should have come up here after lunch, or before lunch I mean, not after lunch. It's quite a hike up here. Now there's Moncton, way off there in the horizon. Way down there in the valley you see a couple of houses and a field. That's Prosser Brook Road area or the Beeman Road area.
not to roll my ankle. Don't roll your ankle.
It's so hot today. It's late October and it must be over 20 degrees. I had to open the window. I took off my jacket, my hoodie, and then I took off my shirt. I'm just down to a t-shirt now. It is incredibly warm. And right now we're not far from Elgin. There's a road coming up here, and if you turn right on this road, that would take you right to Elgin. I don't think it's any more than a couple kilometers up that way. We're going to turn left here and get on another trail. Now, we're just outside of Elgin right now. There, we're at the Elgin Country Kitchen General Store. There's the front entrance. Well, that was pretty good. We're going to turn left here. And the trail 3301, we turn right in here. This will take us right back to Petty. There's the sign there. I've never been on this trail before in 3301. It's not bad at all. Coming out into a field here. This part of the Petty Trail 3301, it must have been a rail bed at one time, because it is pretty straight, pretty level and smooth. Not bad at all. And we're back at the Petty Trailblazers Clubhouse. This is where we stop for lunch at the Hayward Pinnacle and come along down this orange line all the way down here, and Elgin is around here someplace, and then we come back up through here, and now we're back at Petticodiac. That trip right there, that leg, was about 66 kilometers. Okay, let's get on the trailer. Well, that was a great day. We were a lot of kilometers, well over 100. Had a good time. We did a lot of snowmobile trails, and Scott and Gail were great. We stopped and had some hot dogs. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you like my stuff. And big shout out to the Petty Trailblazers ATV Club. Great trails up here in Petticodiac, and we just had a great time. Thanks for watching, folks. See you on the next one.